present to you my company. This is quite a long journey I have taken, and I have been growing to be an entrepreneur. So I have a background in, I have done a lot of projects for heavy industries, and also done a startup from a firm called Magisso, who we started 2006. So let's talk about Kaltio. Kaltio means it's a spring in Lapland, where I come from, and you can find them several places, and there is always fresh water. You can drink from straight from the spring, and it won't freeze in the winter time. So I thought that it is very good metaphor for a design company where you inspire people and you think about new ideas. So Kaltio was born in Rovaniemi, Lapland, 2006, when I was still studying. And we will go to my history a bit, because this is quite a growing story, how to be an entrepreneur. So you need to understand a bit of my background. And then I took a little bit baby steps, doing projects for Metso and Magisso, and I was alone. Then I was thinking about 2009. I moved to Helsinki, and I wanted to start really growing business, and I had to start developing the company. So I was going really serious. And then we have this Act Third, which is like our future for several years now to come, and I expect some growth. So let's go to background. I was born in Lapland, and I also had my own reindeers. So I was living in a really pure, simple life there, and we also had in our family some people who can make all these traditional objects, and we were also using them. So, but I thought that I didn't want to be a reindeer entrepreneur, and I left Lapland to study to Kemi and study mechanical engineering, because I thought that it was really good base for industrial designer who I wanted to be. And I was studying there 2 years and making good networks with engineering talents. And I think today it's still a very, very nice thing that I went there to study. So next step was I went to Rovaniemi, University of Lapland, to study industrial design. And it was quite an experience where we got space to grow as a designer. We didn't have so much competition, and we had quite free projects to learn from. And I was dealing with a lot with light. And why I'm telling this to you is that it's now becoming back this my passion for light. So I made a very few nice projects with light, and then I thought that I need to study more about this area, and I went to Milan to learn about lighting design. I had really, really talented teachers there who were quite big names in Milan, and I got visions and ideas from there. And what was the most important thing from Milan, that I started to grow my network. And we were 50 Erasmus students there, and nowadays when I go anywhere in Europe, I can go and visit them. So it was a really nice experience, and Milan is a really nice place to live. There I made also lamps. This was a study of light. You can see the layers, and I was like going, I got this idea from plates in kitchen when the light came to the plates in different angles, and then I started to play with the materials, and I came up with this lamp, which I think will be launched years to come. There are several companies at the moment who are interested in this lamp. So then I made also a bit artistic projects, only to develop my thinking. And there was this snow show event in Rovaniemi, and I made this to Art Museum of Rovaniemi to make an interaction between the tourists in Rovaniemi, and they bought all these pieces and they went everywhere in the world, and they left a note where it said where it went. So I think there was Japan and Mexico and some other places I never visited before, so it was quite interesting project. And I developed my thinking. Okay, then I got 2 boys. I became a mother, and I think as an entrepreneur, it's quite challenging to have kids. Also, at the same time you are studying and you have all these things around you, but I think they are still giving me so much in this my career as an entrepreneur, and also they give me a lot of ideas, and they also like follow me in some things, like they want to be designers and architects and things like this, and they are building really nice, beautiful things. So then I did a bachelor for medical industry. I started to learn about user-centered methods, and it was the first time I used this method in this project. And it was really, really interesting way because there is a lot of asthmatic people, and I made a digital PEF meter for them, and so there was like 5 asthmatic people who were testing the model and thinking about the context of the product. So it was quite thoughtful project for me. Okay, then we moved to Jyväskylä because I was so interested about sustainability and also recycling design, and there was this one brand coming, really new thing, and they were using used materials like car tire, rubber from car tires. And I went there and started to do research among different materials and how to think about these things and how to make my own line of products. So I did this on the road backline, and I did it with Don Johnson Big Band, who is still today selling those bags. So this was chosen to be in Plaza fashion magazine, which was really great, and they said that it's a field of fortune, but I didn't make so much money of this, but but still it was a great thing that they chose it to show it here. Okay, then I moved to Tampere because I had a background in mechanical engineering. They wanted me to come there and work for this called of Muriottelu, which is Aalto University program where we promote design thinking and start thinking about how to design more from bigger picture. And I also did this from user-centered methods. I went first time to all these stone crushing sites, and I was interviewing these people and observing them. So this was the model before, and then after 5 months we developed this little city stone crusher, which is more ecological also. So this was really interesting project and really a huge step in my career as an entrepreneur, because they wanted me to start my own company. They said that they want to work with me and they have a project where I can fit in, and I should go to all these different stone crushing sites and do research. And that was really interesting project. I was visiting so weird places. I saw all this stone exploding, and I met so interesting people there. I went to totally different world I have been before. So, and this what I have been since. This was 2007. Okay, then my friend had an idea. He's an inventor, and he had a problem with kitchen clothes. And he wanted to make a solution that he wanted to hide the kitchen cloth somewhere. And he came to me because he went to this organization of inventions from Finland, and they wanted to give him some money to start developing this idea. And he wanted me to do this design and brand strategy for the company and think about how we can do a business from the idea. And this was really thoughtful project, and I was still studying. I had 2 kids and everything, and I was working at home. I had only one computer there, and did all these things with that. So first year, we launched the product. We sold 30 pieces of them in Finland, and that's really a success story, because in Finland, design business is quite difficult. So you can visit the page and see it's growing very international at the moment, and there is several items coming, and they have won these Red Dot Awards. So, okay. Then I had this challenge in my mind that, am I a businesswoman? What I should do to become one? And I always had a dream to work also in big industrial design company to learn more about industrial design. And when I'm working alone, I'm not learning so much. So I was asking myself if I'm a right person to be an entrepreneur. And then I moved to Turku because I was chosen to work for ED Design, which is the biggest industrial design company in Finland, and they chose me to do vehicle design in that company, and I thought that it is so good way to learn more that I went to and started to design Valtra tractors, and I did that for 1 year. I learned so much from these incredible, they are really good designers in ED Design. They have been doing it for, I think it was until 70s. They started the company, and it's still a really good design office. And so I did a next generation model for them, and it was really thoughtful project. So learning again. And then I did my master thesis for Vinavia about children products, because I had 2 boys, so it was quite logical to do a project around children. And I did service design for them. Okay, then it was the second challenge. There was economic downturn 2008, and I lost my job at ED Design, and I was thinking about what to do next, what I'm going to do, because it was my dream to work there. Okay, and then I had this idea that we will move to Helsinki, because it's the central of Finland and also the design capital of Finland, if I can say so. So I was thinking about going seriously and making this my company work. So the steps, I made a strategy. I need to develop my products, my services so good that I'm able to sell them easily to all companies in Finland. And I made only 3 services that I have an easy way to sell them. And they were based on the projects I have been doing all these years. And nowadays I'm selling research and innovation services, and also this kind of experience event design. And so then I called Magisso again and Metso again. I went there and introduced my new services, and they were really they said that yes, this is a very good way, and we need this, and yes, let's do this. And it was 1 year time I was developing these services. It took, because it's quite complicated, all this area of where I'm working, so I had to really think about these services and make them work before I go to Metso and make a bigger project. So the step 2 was to find people I want to work with, who are as inspirational and to my customers, and who has ideas and who can do and sell these my new services. And I found really good people, and at the moment we are 2 partners, and there is a very broad network of people. I have 15 people around me. We can work together and make bigger projects together. So the step 3 was to develop my webpage, and I needed to have a really good, talented person to make my vision to come true. And I found it from Turku, and we did it, the webpage together. And at the moment, people are really going there, and they leave me messages that they enjoy reading the webpage. So there is some experience in there, what I maybe not can't explain, but still interesting. Okay, then I started working. It was last spring. I did a huge empathic design research project for Metso. We went to 3 different sites, and we did this key customer evaluation and also user evaluation. We did our own methods. This kind of magnetic part you can play with your customer. This is like a co-creational way of working. I think it's really coming at the moment more. It's a big team also in heavy industries and in big global companies, this co-creational way of working. So this was successful. We got, I think, so many ideas that Metso is able to start building new innovations based on that. And then we made 3 events for ideation, and we did event with students, customers, and also Metso R&D team. And it was really great to do those. I really enjoyed it. So I think the most important result of our project was that I was developing my own process to the point that I can say that, yes, I'm giving value for Metso and also value for the Metso's customers. And at the result of the project, I made a value analysis, potentials I found. I made a vision for them and innovation focus. Also, at the same time, I was doing for Magisso design strategy for new business area, and also innovation with our team, which will be launched next spring. So Magisso will go to and start growing more. Okay, then I wanted to learn more. And I went to Aalto University to study creative business and also international design business management. And I got really good networks from those studies. We were here in Tallinn 1 month ago, and also we were in Shanghai 3 weeks ago. And I think challenge number 3, we are also going again in economic downturn. Also, I'm at the moment so busy that time has been really a problematic issue, how to solve this, how to do everything. I should be meeting people and also doing operative duties because we are still a small team. But I'm thinking how to solve this. We are going international more. I will search for customers abroad, and I have been doing analysis of my competitors, what they are doing at the moment, and also this IDBM Pro was very good because I was working with my competitors in that, so I know what they are doing and now how we are going to survive this challenge number 3. And we got a sponsor from US, so I think it's a point that we have really good opportunities to grow. So, and I hope that we will win this Red Dot Award when we launch the products next spring. Also, I'm doing at the moment marketing case, which I will launch. I will do a blog. I will discuss about the sustainability in heavy industries and make a new business model for subcontractors in Metso's customer segment. Step 2, I made a roadmap, who I want to work with, who are my dream customers, and because I have all these 2 lines like heavy industry and more this lifestyle sector, I wanted to think about what to do next and what to do for these brands here. And of course, I'm going to continue with my old customers. Step 3, I think as an entrepreneur, we have to think about money all the time. And because I'm a designer, it's a very difficult thing, and I have to learn to think more about money. And also not forget that the things we do should raise some like empathy and emotions. It should arise emotions among the customers and also the media and everything. So that is, I think, the core of the strategy. So, businesswoman, yes, I think I can say now that I am a businesswoman. I have been going a very long journey, but I got growth, I got a team, I made a bit more money, and I'm still loving this, and I think in the future I will have 2 more companies to come. So I think for me, what I think is important to learn all the time, constant learning, keep learning from others, and also from the projects you are doing and from the environment you are living in. Planning, the strategy is so important because then you can focus and you don't lose your time so much. Networking, it's the 3rd. I have been doing it from 11 years at the moment, and my network is quite good. And I will continue building that internationally. Think big. This was, I think, a lesson in IDBM Pro. You should, and in Finland, we should think bigger because we need to find more brands that will go international and get success, and that is what you have to do then. And dreaming. Dreaming is really, really important because that is the goal, why you are doing this. And for me, I want to have a house in Italy, of course, because I was living there and I enjoyed the gourmet, Italian gourmet. I love cooking. I love Italian language. I want to learn it more. And then I want to spend time in Lapland and ski telemark, which is my lovely hobby. And third is, of course, my company. I want to grow the company and make it really something different. I want to think it different. I want to find the best people there and make some amazing products and projects. And I want to discuss about them. So I think Kaltio's story will continue, and hopefully we will see some results in 2 years. So.
Thank you, Riikka. Amazing, lovely journey what you were sharing with us. We could have one question for Riikka, so who would like to ask something from her? If not, I have a question. I can say that right now you are doing a lifestyle business. Can I say so?
Yeah, partly.
Yeah, it's like a lifestyle business. Don't you be afraid that when you grow, you cannot do it anymore as a lifestyle? I mean, as a CEO or person who's running the company, the less time you have this creative, pleasant things, you have to manage the team and the finances and everything. Aren't you afraid of this?
Yes, I am, because I enjoy the creative work so much. But if I think about Steve Jobs, he was really going into the project. He went there and saw and draw and gave some visions. So I think it will continue still to work in creative part too. So, but it's a scary thing because I love to draw and model and do things like that too.
At least this is something what you aim to have it still a lifestyle business, yeah, even with the growth.
Yes.
Thank you, Riikka. Are you here for the lunch?
Yes.
Very good. Estonian design. Some people say it looks very ugly, the flower pot. I think, and a lot of designers are agree that this will be a hit. Present for you.
Yes, thank you. I will check it out.